Hello YouTube, it's your Movie 3, back with another kicking graphic novel review. Today we are looking at The Amazing Spider-Man Last Remains Companion. Yes, it's part of the Nick Spencer Spider-Man run. These are like the bonus issues that helped expand the Last Remains story, which we reviewed a couple reviews ago. Let me read you the back of the book. A storyline so huge it can't be contained within the pages of one book. Kindred's assault is so epic, it will sweep up the other spider heroes in the Marvel Universe in its wake. Miles Morales, Gwen, Ghost Spider Stacy, Silk, Spider-Woman, and more are about to be inducted into the Order of the Web. And now they must somehow find a way to help Peter Parker win the fight of his life. But a world-altering bombshell is rolling toward one of Marvel fandom's favorite characters. And someone is on the group's trail, and that is not going to make their quest easy. Doctor Strange gets tangled up in the drama, and so do Mary Jane and a classic Spidey villain, as the Last Remains saga races to its heartbreaking conclusion. Collecting Amazing Spider-Man 2018 numbers 50.LR through 54.LR by Nick Spencer, Matthew Rosenberg, Federico Vincentini, Takeshi Miyazawa, Marcio Minez, and Eric Arkanigibibibibib. I'll never pronounce everyone's names correctly in one of these. Anyway, these are the kind of bonus issues that kind of really helped flesh out the story here. You know, you see Peter fighting all of the Sins-possessed Order members, Spider-Woman, Silk, Spider-Girl, Ghost Spider, Miles Morales Spider-Man, and Madam Web. We see Norman Osborn feeling guilty about all the evil he's done in his life, even the pre-Goblin evil. And there is a lot of pre-Goblin evil. Like, some seriously fucked stuff that he did pre-Goblin. And he's talking about how he knows Kindred is Harry. And Norman Osborn, before he was a Goblin or anything, when Harry was just a child, he sold Harry Osborn's soul to Mephisto. Who does that? Who sells their child's soul to the devil? Norman Osborn, apparently. And that is kind of the thing that made all this happen. We also see Mary Jane back in town for personal business, taking a break from her filming with Mysterio. And she, of course, gets swept up in all of this. We see the Sin Eater. The few remaining followers of his that still believe in him have saved him. And it turns out his powers still work, and he wants to go kill all these Sins-possessed spider people, or at least take their sins from them. So he does. But how does he go to fight them? Oh, he needs the powers of someone who's used to fighting spider people. Like Morlun, for instance. So he sets a trap for Morlun using the spider virus from Spider Island, turns his remaining followers into spider mutants so that Morlun will come eat them, and then he shoots Morlun, taking his sins and his powers so that he can fight spider totems. We also see Doctor Strange work with Black Cat, and Doctor Strange comes to help fight and do some cleanup and stuff. And we see Norman kind of recruiting Mary Jane to help face Harry as well. We see Doctor Strange take the Order of the Web into Peter Parker's subconscious on the astral plane, where they gotta fight a bunch of demons that are possessing Peter, because Doctor Strange has figured out that there's something wrong with Peter's soul. He has realized that Peter Parker has sold his soul, pretty much. He has... You remember the horrible Brand New Day story that everybody hated, where Mephisto saves Aunt May's life in exchange for Peter Parker's marriage? Ugh. Well, it put a mark on his soul that Doctor Strange is now noticing. Yeah, so Brand New Day is coming into play in this. That's pretty interesting. We also see... There's a lot here, okay? This is kind of triggering, so keep that in mind. Okay, Sin Eater kind of takes some of Madam Web's powers. And when he does, he understands what's happening. He realizes he's been manipulated. And Sin Eaters decides to deal with this by taking his own life violently. And it's rough. And it's kind of unexpected. And it comes fast. So, keep that in mind. We also see Norman teaming up with Kingpin towards the end. But also there is a letter by Nick Lowe in the back. About suicide and self-harm and stuff, and how to get help if needed, whatnot, which I think is a nice, responsible thing to include. It's just responsible, you know. This is about a character that's all about responsibility. So yeah, they just wanted to show that they weren't taking it lightly. I guess they just couldn't think of any other way to get rid of the Sin Eater. Plus, this is a character whose original story did end with them committing suicide by cop. So keep that in mind too. It's just kind of their legacy. But yeah, there is a variant cover gallery and everything in the back. And it's a good book. It's definitely necessary. Well, maybe not even necessary. It's necessary if you care to wrap up the Sin Eaters story, pretty much. But if you don't care about Sin Eater past what's in the main volumes, you don't super need this. It's got some more stuff for Norman and Mary Jane and stuff to give context and show why they're there and what they're doing. But you can understand the main numbered volumes without getting this one, but I do recommend getting this one. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.